How's it going, everyone? We've got some major PlayStation Plus updates to go over coming off the heels of the State of Play. I still don't think it's enough to add the necessary value to Plus Premium, but the extra catalog is getting a notable day one title in the month of August, so that's pretty cool. And the June essential titles have rolled out, so we'll quickly mention that at the end of this video. We still need more quality in Plus Premium, but at least they're doing something. The Premium Classic catalog updates, I think, have been the biggest piles of trash that Plus has really done. I think that's been one of the most insulting aspects of PlayStation Plus. I mean, the value of extra going down as the price point went up was pretty insulting as well, but you know, at least they're doing something, but we need more, damn it. So we'll get to that in a little bit. But first of all, Sword of the Sea is going to be a day one PlayStation Plus title come August the 19th when it is released. Now, this is coming from Giant Squid, and it's also self-published by Giant Squid, which I find rather interesting. A lot of the Giant Squid titles are published by Annapurna Interactive, I'm fairly sure, so this is pretty interesting as far as that's concerned. Surf across magnificent waves of sand and glistening waters on an epic quest to restore a lost ocean. From the visionary artist behind Abzu, The Pathless, and Journey, Sword of the Sea is an atmospheric surfing adventure with fast movement inspired by classic skateboarding and snowboarding games. Gonna be honest, that game sounds so up my alley. I've been into a lot of sports games, like more extreme sports games, like mountain biking. Descenders, I think, is a great game, but I find these games to be incredibly relaxing and fun to play, and Sword of the Sea is going into that, but also adding in this incredible atmosphere. I think this game looks awesome, and it is a great coup as far as a day one title. Now, to be fair to PlayStation Plus, they also had Blueprints back in April. Now, the month of April was one of the biggest piles of trash catalog updates that I've seen, but Blueprints is actually one of the best received games and reviewed games of the year, and they got that as a day one title as well. So that was a pretty major title. It's just that month in April, if you go back to that catalog update, it was like 6 games got added to the service while like 11 games got pulled from the service. Like, that's just inexcusable, especially when the price points on these services are going up. But hopefully it won't be like April's catalog update with Blueprints, and August will have a little bit more depth, but we'll cover that in August when we get to it. And again, I think this game is a great title as a day one title, and it actually does make sense given that Giant Squid, based on how I interpret things as self-publishing the game, that they did do a Plus deal with PlayStation, and they're getting the game right on Plus, get some financial security in that way, and we'll see how the game itself does. But I've never asked for major day one titles. I'm not asking for PlayStation first-party games day one, major AAA games. However, getting games like Blueprints, getting games like Sword of the Sea, and as much as I think FBC Firebreak is gonna tank, you know, games of that ilk I do think are worthwhile additions to the extra catalog if you can get them day one. I also want, in conjunction with that, quality, you know, older titles getting added to the service, which I feel like sometimes we are severely lacking in that regard. And it's always going to be a case of what games do you own. Like, I try to come at assessing PlayStation Plus from an objective lens. I have access to all of these games, so for me personally, it's not a subscription service that I really need, but from an objective standpoint, the value in PlayStation Plus has gone dramatically down. Like, that is inarguable. Price point has gone up, value has gone down. You guys have seen the coverage, but a game like this, I do think, adds a bit of value to the service and is the perfect kind of game for the service to have as a day one game. It also notes, carve your way forward on the ancient and powerful hover sword, which moves like a snowboard, skateboard, and surfboard all in one. Build momentum to reach top speed and catch big air off the crests of giant waves. Pull off radical flips, spins, and grab tricks with ease as you shred half pipes, ramps, and wall rides. It's the perfect balance of exhilarating action and fluid, meditative movement. Explore a world where the land flows in constant waves from massive tides to the smallest ripples. The shifting sea of dunes is incredibly detailed and beautifully rendered. Surf across sandy deserts, glacial mountains, and many more environments full of secrets in this incredible adventure. A spiritual journey to unveil the sea. You are the Wraith resurrected on a quest to unveil the ancient sea buried beneath the land. Discover the remnants of a lost culture hidden abandoned and sinking tombs and skate park like ruins as you search for purpose. Transform sandy dunes into glittering emerald waters and witness magical sea life return in huge breathtaking shoals. Feel the spiritual magic of surfing as you connect with nature and restore life, but beware, there is also darkness lurking under the waves, and a legacy of art, design, and music continues. So if you're familiar with games like Abzu Pathless Journey, those games are incredibly visually pleasing and the atmospheres are tremendous, and this definitely gives me vibes of Journey. So, you know, definitely a game to have on your radar, and if you are a Plus Extra subscriber, it'll be available day one, and if you're not a Plus Extra subscriber, still have an eye on it. Obviously, you can buy it standalone, but I think the game is shaping up quite nicely, so good addition there come August. Also, we did get a plethora of PlayStation Plus Classics titles getting revealed, you guys. I still don't think it's enough, but this is a step in the right direction, and given that, like, the monthly Classics catalog updates have been effing trash, the fact that we're now doing the bare minimum to offer some value to PS Plus Premium, I don't think should be celebrated. I think, okay, this is a step in the right direction, keep it up, and there's a lot more games that we could add to the service. I get that there's licensing issues with the classic Gran Turismo games and whatnot, and some games are just not going to be possible, but there's gotta be some other titles that we can add. But we've got Deus Ex The Conspiracy, that's getting added to PlayStation Plus June the 17th, so just a little under 2 weeks away for that. Come July, Twisted Metal 3 and 4 will be getting added. I believe Season 2 of the television series is also coming out, and then also later in the summer, we'll get the original Resident Evil 2 and 3 coming to the service as well, and then just dropped Mist and Riven will be available on the service later today as I'm recording this video. Those will be available. So, nice step in the right direction. Think we could add more value to PS Plus Premium. This is the top subscription service. It's $160. I get that there's streaming, but one of the big key selling points of this tier was the Classics catalog, and the Classics catalog has had some good additions. Legend of Dragoon, Resistance Retribution, there's been some decent additions, but how about a GTA Chinatown Wars? Try to figure out a deal with Rockstar. I know that might be difficult, but hey, Rockstar added GTA 5 to Plus Extra. I'm sure you can figure out Chinatown Wars. Dissidia Final Fantasy, Crimson Gem Saga. I know, I'm a PSP fiend, if you guys weren't able to tell. Crimson Gem Saga. You know, Ratchet and Clank, the PS2 titles, because God knows PlayStation ain't gonna give you PS3 backwards compatibility for the HD collection. So can we get, you know, the original? Can we get Up Your Arsenal? Can we get Going Commando? Can we get Deadlocked? I said those out of order. I mixed up Going Commando and Up Your Arsenal, but nonetheless, you get the idea. Even, you know, other titles could be available as well as far as games to add to the service. You know, there's gotta be, like, better games that we could add, at least at a more consistent rate as well. But this is a good step in the right direction. Twisted Metal, a very notable IP, as is Resident Evil and Deus Ex as well. So, some decent additions for sure, but more to be done. Lastly, the PlayStation Plus Essential titles for the month of June have dropped. NBA 2K25, Bomb Rush Cyberpunk, which that's a sleeper. I do think that game is pretty good. Destiny 2 The Final Shape at this point, if you're not playing Destiny 2, like, I don't know if offering it on Plus will get you to play it. Maybe it'll get some people to jump back in. And the Alone in the Dark remake, which I actually think is a worthwhile Plus title. Like, that game has its issues, but as a Plus game, I actually think it's something people are gonna find some enjoyment out of. Don't expect something blow away, but a decent little game there for sure. But that is available right now if you do want to subscribe to Essential. Unfortunately, the Days of Play PlayStation Plus offer is pretty trash, so, you know, new subscribers can get like 20% off PlayStation Plus Essential. It is what it is, so, you know, you're still gonna be paying a premium to play online. So, you know, that's obviously gonna be a bummer, and hopefully, you know, Essential, for the most part, I actually think has been pretty good with the games catalog rollout. I think, you know, some of the stuff they've offered on that has been pretty decent. It's Extra and Premium. Premium, more so than anything, has been a pile of trash. Extra has been okay, but the issue is the value proposition has gone down while the price point has gone up. If you assess it in a vacuum, just if you today, without any context, look at the games available on Plus Extra and then say, hey, for X amount of dollars a year, I get access to all these games, you might be able to say that that's a pretty good deal. However, the value used to be better. Like, that is inarguable. The value used to be better on Plus Extra, but adding games like Sword of the Sea certainly do elevate the value a little bit. But that'll do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Sound off there. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.